Welcome back to the King's Corner, the place for all things Bethesda.
He is the KingFanMan.
She is my Mississippi queen. Sorry we're a little bit late, but
there was some construction going on outside, so we had to pause.
It's all your fault
for the cause. I was not the construction. That y'all know that's a lie.
Well, we are 20 minutes late, but that's all right. We have a lot of news going to be coming at you today. Of course, the new acquisition from Bethesda and Xbox. They had the little event this past week, and we got a lot of news from that. And then, of course, new upcoming content for Fallout 76. So there's a lot to talk about, and I'm sure there's a lot that you guys want to, what's the word, air out? Maybe there's a little frustration that needs to come out. But
only from the PS5 people.
Yeah, only from the Sony people. But we are here and we are back. I apologize for...
Aren't y'all impressed that I knew which
You did. I'm so glad.
I'm making progress. Hey, Andrew.
I do want to apologize for being gone the past couple of weeks. I've been battling with my lupus
excuses.
a little bit. Look at all this red you see going. The butterfly rash is
out. Y'all are
seeing
the butterfly rash.
Yes, but anyway, enough about me. Is there any housekeeping that we need to do with the KingCast?
No, let's just go.
Let's just get into it.
Do it.
Well, if you weren't watching that, Phil Spencer, Todd Howard, Pete Hines, and a couple more from Xbox and Bethesda talked this week in an event telling
really cold in here.
What to expect. You interrupted me for that.
I know. I am freezing.
Well, what can we expect with future BGS games? Well, there's going to be a lot of exclusives, bottom line. And of course, I think that's what a lot of people were fearing. But let me give you some good news first.
If you go buy an Xbox, it won't
matter. The good news first is that Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, games like that are now ongoing, that already have their PlayStation fan bases, they said they're not going to mess with them. Well, because they are contractually obligated to not mess with them.
You lost a viewer.
I know. It's because you interrupted me. You did. It's all your fault. It's always your fault. Anyway,
hey, you guys, go hit the like.
Of course, there's also Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop that, at least for a year, will be PlayStation exclusive. But the thing that they stressed, the thing that Phil Spencer stressed, was Game Pass. And of course, that is what Xbox is pushing right now. The new digital age of getting games digitally. This is not even getting games at all. You're just paying for... And I'm not saying it's a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. It's kind of like the new Netflix and streaming systems. Well, now they've got it for games. And of course, Game Pass is your best option for that right now, especially now adding the Bethesda titles. They added 20 Bethesda titles already to Xbox Game Pass.
Dylan, there's probably about to be a rush on Xboxes.
Yeah. Probably so. Now, let's get into some...
is the Queen playing games? Well...
Of course she is. She's playing Fallout 76. She streams on Fallout 76, and unless she gets stressed and then stays away from it for a little bit.
That was a disaster last time.
And if she's a big Atari player as well. She's old school gaming. She can beat me in Pac-Man any day. So
I love going to our game store, and there's a
Miss Pac-Man machine.
What's it called?
Arcade
game. Miss Pac-Man. Oh my gosh.
It's okay, baby.
I know. It's the best.
You need a nap.
I have only had an hour and a half of sleep in 2 days.
Okay, I'm going to have to make y'all...
Hey, Fernando.
I'm going to have to make y'all bigger.
Yeah.
Because I can't see.
So I was at my real estate office today, and I was linking up my computer, and they were like, "There's the password," and I said, "That's nice," and I kind of sat there for a minute, and I'm trying to think which one it was. I think it was Royce that read it off to me, but y'all, all I could see was the black letters that were big that said Wi-Fi, and under it was blue letters, and I know that was the passcode, but
You couldn't see it.
I couldn't see it. No.
It's terrible getting old.
No, it's not. It's a new stage, you guys. Our kids are. Our youngest is 17. Then we have 18. Then we have 19. Then we have 29. And in
with a baby,
5 days,
we're going to be
we have a baby due.
So, yeah.
I hope he waits 6, but who knows?
Anyway, back to Bethesda.
Are we here for gaming content?
I guess you were going to tell we're grandparents and how old I am. See, they can't tell I'm old unless I look down.
I am knocking on the door of 50. Yep.
What are you doing? You're killing us here.
I don't care. Well, maybe that makes us hip.
You know what the funny thing is? She's older than me, so it's okay. Okay, back to Bethesda.
He loves that every 10 years.
So exclusives are going to be a deal, no doubt. In fact, Phil Spencer pretty much said that's the reason we bought them, is to bring the games to Xbox and Xbox exclusivity. Now, he did say...
You did that so well.
I got that out.
I know.
Now, he did say in the future that some titles will possibly not be, but he said for contractual reasons. Contractual?
No, contractual.
Contractual reasons. I knew that didn't sound right. So what does this mean? So what it means going forward is most Bethesda games are going to be exclusive. They're not going to go backwards. They're not going to make 76 exclusive. They're not going to make ESO exclusive. So that's very good where they've already got it established. And in the future, what does this mean? What since you have a legal background, what do you think he's talking about when he says if there's contractual obligations of the future? What is he talking about?
I don't know.
Does Bethesda already have contracts with Sony, with Nintendo, with the Switch for upcoming games? That is a possibility. Absolutely. I will say this. I am still not convinced they're going to make the Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5, games like this 100% exclusive to Xbox. But what he did say...
Because they've already been around.
They've been around and established.
Yeah.
Now, Phil Spencer did say the best place to play them is going to be on the Xbox, okay? If you'll remember back, and I've been telling y'all this for a long time about this exclusive issue. You go back to Fallout 4, heck, you can go all the way back to Morrowind. But the Xbox has always gotten some benefits over Sony with Bethesda. They've gotten DLC early. They got the mods where Sony didn't get the mods, but
because they have like don't they have an attitude issue between them and Sony?
Yeah, I mean it's a competition, obviously.
You know.
But so look for
I mean between Bethesda and Sony.
This may be a real thing though, with especially Bethesda Game Studios games. You may get more of a timed exclusive or DLC exclusives or special things you can get in the game.
You may get it here first.
It will definitely be better to be on an Xbox, okay? Phil Spencer said that. But that does not necessarily mean that every single game is going to be fully exclusive.
Doesn't mean PS probably won't get it. It probably means PS will get it 3 months later.
That's Fernando's asking what a timed exclusive is. A timed exclusive, Deathloop is a timed exclusive to Sony.
Hey, Mayhem.
So is Ghostwire Tokyo. For a year, they're going to be exclusive to that platform.
A long time. Y'all better go buy your Xbox.
That's for the PS.
Oh.
PS5.
Well, you Xbox people better go buy your PS5.
So that after a year, then they will go on. But more of what I'm talking about, timed exclusive, I'm talking about a much shorter time when we're talking about the BGS games. If you look back to Fallout 4,
payback, Wolford.
Fallout 4, we would get the DLCs with the Xbox probably, and my memory here, but it would be a couple of weeks early before the PlayStation. I'm looking at you. Do you remember?
Okay, number one, this was at the beginning of the channel or pre-channel, right? Beginning of the channel? Pre-channel.
Beginning of the channel, yeah.
I have no clue.
Okay. Wolford says, if you don't have an Xbox, certain games won't be available. PlayStation does it all the time. Payback. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what they say about payback?
Hey,
y'all don't say it.
Hey, Jeremy, he was talking about the legacy games, and I know that's something we're going to get into in just a minute. Andro says, I think everything is going to be exclusive except the titles that were already in development for PS5 before the acquisition. And again, that is what Phil Spencer pretty much confirmed. And your games like Fallout 76, your games like ESO, which we've already mentioned. But again, with the BGS games, and I'm just going on the record here, and maybe I'm just being hopeful. Your BGS
if you
games.
Would sit still, I won't fall over. I am so dizzy, and you're going back and forth.
Wait a minute.
And oh my gosh.
I still think we might have a timed exclusivity instead of a full-on exclusive. But yeah, Wolford, you're right. PS5 has been doing it, or the Sony's been doing it for years, and it's not payback. What it is Xbox catching up. And what they did with Bethesda, they got a huge well, they didn't just get Bethesda Game Studios. We know they got Machine Games, they got Tango Gameworks, they got id Software, they got all of these great studios. So is it going to add to their exclusives? Absolutely. Are they going to do a lot of exclusives? Absolutely. Are most of them going to be exclusives? According to Phil Spencer, absolutely. Those are things we didn't want to hear.
If you paid $7.5 billion for something, wouldn't you? Heck yeah. Isn't an exclusive? It's like a way for them to beat their chest. Look what we did.
No, what they're doing with exclusives is...
I know, I hit it, I'm sorry. Sorry.
And me and Joey Caps had a conversation about this. What they're doing with exclusives, and people have been arguing, well, don't they want the revenue from PlayStation? What they want is people to buy Xbox. And right now, they are really, really, really pushing the Game Pass, okay? So they want you to have Game Pass. In fact...
Go get your Game Pass.
In fact, some of these, you blow my mind sometimes. Yeah, I didn't say that. I didn't quit. I didn't
even get that. Stop. Oh my gosh. Just go. Talk.
Pardon my life for that.
I was laughing at the fact that I just flabbergasted you, not at what you said. Do your show. These creeps on here will start saying something.
Just for that, y'all hit the like button. Let's see.
I love y'all.
Fernando says they did it with Oblivion. I bought a 360 just for that game. Yes, and I do believe we will see. And this is straight from me, guys. This is not an inside source. This is not anything else. I believe we will see some timed exclusives and some special offers to get through the game. Like, am I 100% convinced that Starfield is going to be exclusive to Xbox? No. Especially the Elder Scrolls 6 and especially Fallout 5 coming up. I don't, but I do believe, yes, you will get some special benefits for having it on Xbox. You will get the DLCs early. You may even get the game early, okay? We will see things like that. Jeremy says, I think any new IP will be exclusive. I agree with you, Jeremy. That's where, and that's why I've said, and I'm almost contradicting myself right here, but that's why I said if they were going to do a BGS game, if they were going to make a BGS game exclusive, Starfield would be the one to do it with, because it's a brand new IP. You don't have people that's been on Sony forever playing it and all that. So yes, if they're going to have an exclusive BGS game, it will be Starfield. But you're absolutely right. Somebody else mentioned the Indiana Jones game. Because Phil Spencer talked about contractual obligations for the future. You see, Indiana Jones is a licensed game, so making it an exclusive is it's not impossible. Licensed games have been exclusive. How about PlayStation's, what is one of PlayStation's biggest exclusives? And
thanks, Johnny.
It's a licensed property. What is it? I'll give y'all a hint. Can I do it?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah, there you go. That is a licensed game that is a PlayStation exclusive. So it is possible to do. But I think you're probably right. Whoever mentioned that with the Indiana Jones game, that may be the game that winds up on Switch and everywhere else, since it is a Disney property. All right, Johnny Smith, thank you so much. He says, hi, King and Queen.
Oh, my goodness.
Hope you will get to feeling better, sir. Exclusivity will simply simplify development. This is an exceptionally good thing.
You gotta hurry with this.
That's a great thought there, Johnny, and thank you so much for the super chat.
I already said thank you. You're slow. You were talking, not paying attention. Y'all, don't forget to change your clocks tonight if you live in the areas of the country.
Is it spring forward already?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, we get longer days. Okay,
longer days, but we're gonna lose sleep. We're
those of you that are
tired.
For those of you that are new to the channel, when anyone gives a super chat, and we thank y'all so much for the super chats, you get rewarded with a
Walter,
with the cuddly Mr. Walter,
with a Walter,
and he gives you
compliments
galore. Yeah. Why are you turning his head?
There.
You're an idiot.
There you go. So Johnny, that was not for you.
It was for him.
Yeah, but the Walter was for you, but not what he said. But I think Johnny has a pretty interesting point that a lot of people are not thinking about. He said exclusivity will simplify development.
It's true, it does.
Well, absolutely, because you're not having to develop for multiple systems.
It's easier to fix glitches when you're only
on one system. So that's very interesting.
Good point.
And if it simplifies development, does that mean it speeds up development as well? Does that mean we get games quicker? Well, I've gone on record. I don't like exclusives, and I'm not an either or. I'm not a Sony guy or an Xbox guy. If y'all have been on the channel long enough, y'all have heard my background on that. We had PlayStation forever. We were Sony people forever.
We were
until Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was the game that actually
need him to sit right there. That is hilarious.
Fallout 4 was the game that actually made us get an Xbox, but to this day we still have a PlayStation as well. So now he's going to go sliding off into my lap in just a minute. Okay, that reminds you that Super Chat is available to anyone that wants it.
Get you a Walter, people.
You're shaking the camera all over.
I'm sorry, it's funny.
Oh,
I'm so tired.
How long will it be funny?
I don't know.
Real quickly past that, the PTS is open for Fallout 76. The Inside the Vault came out this week. Locked and loaded, but I've been over there. I don't need to read that. I can come right back. She hates when I go somewhere else. They added the perk loadouts. They are over there. You can check them out. I'll tell you what I think about it in just a minute. Also, the multiple campsites, they are over there. I'll tell you what I think of it that just a minute. Yes, I've played them all. If you want them, I'm going to tell you spoilers ahead for this.
Spoilers!
And then also the new daily ops. They've added things to the daily ops. They've added new locations, new enemies, new mutations, new prizes, all kinds of things to the daily ops. So those are the three main things that are over in the public test server right now for Fallout 76.
I think we found a new spot for Walter.
He's kind of looking over, seeing who's over there.
I know. He's like, hello.
I am, before I put down any of these things, I am excited for all three of these to come to Fallout 76. I think 76 is in desperate need of new content right now. And I think all three of these are great additions to the game. I will say the perk loadouts is kind of like the ammo converter. They took a simple process and made it way too complicated. I don't know how many of you use the ammo converter right now, and it's already been changed once, and I still don't like it. It seems like it should be a lot easier. Just put in your spare ammo.
Your face is cracking me up because I know your faces, and that means he really, really dislikes it.
I really, really dislike it, yes. You should be able to put the ammo, the spare ammo in it, and just say, "I want this caliber." I mean, it shouldn't be as hard as they've made
complicated.
Well, you're supposed to be reading those, not interrupting me.
That's why I haven't read it. You've been talking.
But as far as the perk loadouts, okay, you only get one extra right now. They said in the future.
Oh, the answer to that, Mayhem, is yes.
What, Mayhem?
KingFanMan, I think you're awesome. Question: have you ever played all the previous Fallout games?
I have. I absolutely have. And I love them. And thank you for the awesome. I appreciate that.
Johnny said, I think it's awesome they're not charging us atoms for the power armor stands and the mannequins. Next season's scoreboard is flipping awesome.
Yes. If you haven't noticed, also, thank you, Johnny, for bringing that up. We have armor stands that are coming. They look just like the power armor stands from Fallout 4, but they hold a mannequin with your armor on it. So you can display, I bet, outfits, armor, and probably power armor.
Fernando's never used that thing you were talking about.
And the really cool thing about it, like Johnny says, this is going to be on the scoreboard, so we don't have to buy it through the Atomic Shop. So that is a real good thing. So armor displays are coming to our camp. Now back to the perk loadouts. And for any of you guys that have used them in the PTS or tried it out, you can tell me if I'm wrong. But I just think they made it way too complicated. Number one, you have to set all of your numbers, your strength, your agility, all those things. You have to set all your numbers before you even start putting your new perk cards in. So you have to, I guess, magically know in your mind how many points you want in each category because you've already figured out which cards you want, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, they've made it really a difficult system, and there's only one. There's only one right now perk loadout. Like I said, you may be able to purchase. They've said that purchase more, so it's probably going to be atoms. But right now,
I know, Todd. I know. I'm telling you guys, like I was really nervous about today, and so I couldn't sleep. And then when I finally got to sleep at 3 this morning, somebody was awake.
That was my lupus's fault.
And hurting. So then I was back awake again. So I need to get some coffee. I know.
Fernando says, hopefully Microsoft will keep them under control with monetization. I think that was a later in ZeniMax's...
Pause. Here's one.
What am I, doorbell?
Thank you, Todd.
I'll interrupt with
Thank
more.
you so much. Absolutely. For a $40 super chat.
Thanks,
you interrupt
Todd.
me anytime you want to. What was I saying, though?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Do you not listen?
I do not. Y'all know I don't listen.
Yes.
New people, I do not listen.
The monetization was what he was talking about. That was something that happened late in ZeniMax's cycle.
Hi.
And this
Big
is
love from Russia.
Hey from Arkansas, USA. I think
with a name like Arkansas, it's got to be in the USA.
This again is just me, okay? This is no inside knowledge, just my opinion. I think ZeniMax was getting desperate for money, and that's why you saw the monetization go way up.
I love my coffee, you guys. I just haven't. Well, I have had 1 cup today. I'm about 2 cups behind for the day.
What do you do when you become desperate for money?
Well, according to what you said earlier, I would walk to the street corner and...
No, you do things that are out of character. You do things...
See?
You're trying to do anything, and I think that's what ZeniMax was doing. I think that's why
you saw validating everything I said.
I think that's why you saw the monetization ramp up. And yes, I do think that will go back down, hopefully, in the future with them. So perk loadouts, I'm not...
Wait.
What are you getting now?
Todd gets more than 1.
Oh, for 40?
Was that me?
I hate that one.
Stop squeezing me, you moron.
You just gave 3. You cheat. There, he's looking at it. So back to Fallout 76 and what is in the PTS right now. The perk loadouts, I'm not impressed with the way it's put together, but yes, I am excited once I get it all figured out and I can have me a good perk loadout. That will be great, but it just shouldn't be that much trouble. Now, with the campsites,
I do owe you some more.
The multiple campsites is a huge idea and a great idea. So now if you have multiple campsites that you like, or if there's like you're camped on lead right now, a resource, but you need copper, you can say, hey, I'm going to do an alternative camp over here. Or maybe it's for fast traveling, whenever you want multiple camps. But the multiple camp idea is great. If you don't know about it, of course, you can only have one camp at a time. But the neat thing is you can switch. You don't have to stop the game and switch. You can actually go to the map, switch, and your other house comes up and your other one goes away. So that, I think they did the camp slots much better than they did the perk loadouts. But now I will say I'm going to defend Bethesda for a minute. And Jeff, if you're listening, I'm going to defend you. They've been having so much trouble with the perk loadouts. If y'all know,
sounds like you're defending, baby. Real good.
They've been trying to bring us the perk loadouts for a year. They've been talking about them for a year at least. So this may be the only or the best way to make it work. If you if you understand anything about computers, and I don't understand much, but you go in with an idea of this is what I want to accomplish, and many times that will come out with a lot of bugs, and you have to redo it and rechange it. And that's what they've been doing with the perk loadouts. They've been changing them and trying to get them into the PTS for a long time. So that may be why it's too cumbersome. Now, as far as the ammo converter, nah. Are you having just random conversations?
I'm having conversations with everybody.
Well, that's good. As long as they understand and you understand, we're good.
A few people have noticed my hair. I haven't been on much lately because you've been either
gone or sick, yeah.
Gone or here and not on, and so not everyone has seen me lose my hair. So anyway, Todd said he loved the hair queen and the lack of hair king.
Wait, now Mayhem Remix says, remember the episode with the doll that looks like George's mom? Yes, I do remember that.
I think it's talking about Walter.
That doll looks just like him. I thought he was saying Walter looks like me.
No!
Talking about Walter. I know, I got it. Oh, he said that's what my uncle looks like. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Good to see you back. Nice hair cut. They're obviously talking about me.
And
there, right?
Lack of hair king. That's
who said that?
Todd did.
Todd. It's true.
A few people said they liked my haircut, but
like I said,
Todd likes your lack of hair as well.
You can't tell how old I am until I've been down. I'm like, what?
He's the same age as me, you guys.
It's like, no, you're older. It's like people look at this and they go, is he in his 20s?
Baby, no, they don't.
Maybe 25?
Baby.
And then I bend down and go, no,
baby.
He's in his 40s. I love you too, Todd.
Baby.
I know nobody thinks I'm in my 20s. Okay. I was just.
You were a toothpick in your 20s.
I was daydreaming. Yes, I was 120 pounds. 120 pounds. So, but we don't have to worry about that anymore, do we, baby?
That is so far gone. Yeah. No.
Let's talk about weight for a little bit since we're off of the.
I have lost 2 pounds.
2 pounds. You go, girl. You go, girl. If you're just now joining us, by the way, and I do want to mention this again because it is a big thing in our life. We are 5 days away. 5 days away?
Well, we're 5 days from the due date.
We're 5 days away
but he's baby number 1, so we could still be a little bit of time away.
From becoming
or we could be any day.
Grandparents.
I don't know about you, but I'm already a grandparent. And he's already a baby. He's just still cuddled in.
And if you ever say
cozy.
that
His
word,
mama says he's cozy. That I'm gammy, and he's
no. Gampy.
No. Gampy. Gampy.
Okay, guys, on to other things.
His mommy says he's all cozy, though. She says he's just cozy.
The other thing, and wow, look at all them likes. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I appreciate that. The other thing that's in the PTS right now is the daily ops, the new daily ops things. And by the way, that I thought was really good. It's a the couple I went on, totally new layouts, totally new places, totally new enemies. And it was a little harder, by the way, because you're doing different things now than just fix this, go fix that, battle the last enemy. So that they've added a little bit to the mix, but it actually pushed me past 8 minutes when me and Kane was doing it. So because it was a little different, but I think you'll like the PTS. I think you'll like the.
Thanks, Matt. 29 and holding.
39 holding is the song. Jerry Lee Lewis sings it. Anyway, that's.
He said you don't age past 29, so you're 29. So I said I'm 29 and holding.
I know.
Why did you need to try to correct something?
I didn't. It came to my mind. I'm 39 and holding, doing the best I can. It's a Jerry Lee Lewis song. I'm sorry. So I think you'll like the what's in the PTS as far as the camp slots and the daily ops. I hope you like the perk loadouts much more than I do, but maybe they'll tweak them a little bit. So that's what's in the PTS right now. What is on the news right now, of course, is what is going on with Bethesda and Microsoft. And by the way, if you can hear mowers and all that in the background.
They cannot hear that mower. Can y'all hear the? You might.
I don't know.
He dropped the deck just then.
The mic's pretty good.
It's okay.
But
it's just Mr. Charles.
Yeah, I know. That's the main things with Fallout 76. And then, of course, you've got the Xbox news that we talked about earlier. Now I want to hear from you guys because I know we have we have the best subscribers on YouTube right here. We have the best community.
The best.
If y'all notice, I normally don't even have to moderate because y'all are so awesome, just wonderful.
And when you do need to moderate, the moderators do an amazing job at it.
Do an amazing job.
It's pretty awesome.
I do want to hear what y'all think about the exclusives, though, that we found out this week. Fernando says, 76, I feel, needs more story content. That is what keeps me invested in the game. I have not been on in a while. I love the Brotherhood of Steel that came out. I agree. I agree 100%. Fallout 76, and I am going to, again, defend Bethesda for a minute, but they are in desperate need of content right now. But remember what they went through in Austin, Texas, because we went through a lot of it here in Arkansas as well. They were without power, without water. Plus, they've been going through COVID, too, and doing all this stuff through COVID. But you put what happened.
It's like a whole new world, y'all.
It literally shut down everything for 2 weeks down here in the south.
He's talking about the snow and the water and the power.
It literally shut things down, so they could not do anything. There were some of their developers, they said, that were without power almost that long. So that is one reason. But yes, it is desperate. It is getting desperate time now for Fallout 76 to have new content. The good news is they're at least going to have a new scoreboard starting, I believe, as soon as this new update comes. What are you doing? Is this your, I want to talk about something else?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Are you being Wilson from Tool Time?
I'm being Wilson.
Hey, Dom, by the way, good to see you on the show. What was I saying? I was saying something very important. Oh, you're yawning. That's what you're doing. She's yawning, y'all. It is so hard to concentrate with you sometimes.
You asked me to be here. You said, "Are you not coming?" I said, "You told me you didn't want me today." No, I didn't.
Texas is open for business now. That is awesome. Yes, Timmy. Thank you. The scoreboard, the new scoreboard is going to be here in just a few days, which is great. New update is coming in just a few days. So that is all looking really great for Fallout 76. But yes, it's time for the next part of the Brotherhood of Steel. That'll be the next story content that we get. But if you've been playing the whole time, yes, we're definitely in a down cycle right now. We don't have enough content.
But if you're new to the game, it's April is right. You can get a ton of stuff in before you ever get bored.
Yeah, it's April says, if you look at it this way, there's a ton of content. If you're a new player, you can easily get 1,000 hours in the game before you start getting bored. I agree with that 1,000%. I'm only talking about the people that's been there since the beginning, from the beta, like me. But yes, if you're new to the game, there is plenty, and you'll keep finding content, and some of it is so good. I love the Sheep Squatch quest line. I love the Enclave quest line. There's so many that are good. So if you're new to Fallout 76, no, it's not in need of new content. We're just talking about the ones that have been with it the whole time, because what you want in a game that is live service, you don't want people
just you, Dom, just you.
You don't want people saying, well, I'm gonna wait until.
But if you say it 2 more times, you're legitimately here.
You don't want people that play it on a daily basis to say, I'm going to play something else while I wait on something else. And that's exactly what I've done. I've been playing Rage 2. I've been playing Cyberpunk. I've been playing other games along with Fallout 76, but I've not been on 76 near as much as lately. So we'll go ahead and say it 2 more times. Starfield. And since Dom here, he can give his wisdom on Starfield. I still think I still think Starfield is
I'm so sorry.
is looking great for this year. Still can't wait. I would like to hear what Dom thinks about exclusivity. I'd been doing that so perfect. You even said I did it perfect. Oh my word, Todd.
Exclusivity. Todd, have you got you?
Wait, go ahead and give him a Walter.
I was afraid you were about to moon him or something.
Moon him. Baby, you're awful.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Give him a Walter.
Oh, Todd, we love you. Okay. What are you? Y'all, I'm so nervous. I don't know what he's doing.
I'm not doing anything.
Marriage is supposed to be forever.
And this was lasting
too damn long.
I was going to put on my Elvis Goldlame jacket, but that was too hard.
Todd said he'd pay you another $100 not to moon him. I'm kidding. He didn't say that.
I was going to go put on my Elvis jacket, the gold Elvis jacket.
It's hanging in there.
I know. I couldn't find it real quick. Anyway, Todd, thank you so much. Just for fun, got a bonus at work. You're amazing.
Thank you. Seriously, so much.
Y'all don't know how much those mean to us. Really, really does. Okay, I'll try it again. Dom,
you may need to buy a house in Arkansas.
Dom, this is for you. Quit. Yes, she got her real estate license. I'm so proud of her. Dom, this is for you on exclusivity of Starfield. We talked about it right back at the first of the show, but I want to know what you think. Is it going to be Xbox only, or and I'm putting you on the spot here, you don't have to answer, but or do you think there's a chance that Starfield could be more timed exclusives in that way? And I really want to know what y'all think. I know with what Phil Spencer said, there's going to be a lot more exclusive than are not exclusive, which basically, again, he came out and said, that's the reason we bought them.
The camera.
No.
Walter's not as high up.
You just gave a Walter for Todd.
I know.
Best YouTuber. Thank you,
Y'all
Johnny.
Are so
Thank
sweet.
Just Dom says, I'm not that bothered with
exclusivity.
Thank you. But I think it will be a timed exclusive. Hey, we agree, Dom. We actually agree.
Oh my gosh, Elizabeth!
I'm coming to see you.
I'm coming home.
So there's.
If y'all don't know what that is, y'all need to go.
No, listen to this. There are 2 highly respected YouTubers that now say it's going to be a timed exclusive. Are you gonna laugh or something at my comment?
No, I'm gonna hold mine to myself.
No, I agree 100%. It's April says, I don't think it will be any future games, yes, but I think it will release to all. That's great.
I was gonna pick on you, but I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Sanford and Son.
You need the new Xbox? Yes, you do.
Yeah, we do too.
Go buy it for yourself, Todd. Just go get it. Go get it.
Yeah, just quit thinking about it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
His wife might get you. You're going to get him in trouble. The only reason, again, I go back and I hate to say this, the only reason I say that Starfield might be an exclusive is because it's a new IP. And if they were ever going to do a BGS game exclusive, that would be the one to do. But yes, I agree. I believe that Bethesda has been working on a PlayStation version for a long time. And I believe that it will come out to all. But again, Phil Spencer said the best way to play it is on Xbox. That's because you're going to get special things on Xbox. You're going to get probably DLC early. You may get even an extra. You may get even a new spacesuit or something on Xbox that you can only get on Xbox. You know, there's going to be things like that. There's going to be what word am I trying to say?
Exclusives?
No, things that make you want to do it. What's that word?
Aphrodisiac?
Oh my gosh, no. That's incentives, baby. The word incentive was what I was looking for. Not aphrodisiac, incentive. Oh my word. Johnny says incentive. Thank you, just Dom. See, Dom knew what I was saying. Oh man. Everybody knew what I was saying but you.
I'm not here for gaming content.
Incentive.
Everybody knows that.
Incentive is not a gaming thing. That's just a word. Johnny says, I have a gamer friend in the Netherlands. She bought me one. There is and there is shipping. They are shipping it to me. It actually cheaper than trying to buy one on eBay right now. Wow.
Yeah, don't buy them on eBay. Oh my gosh, they're jacking the prices up.
Wow, that's cool. Let's see. Past few weeks, the game is filled with bugs. Being 76, I guess you're talking about, Joe. And then it's April says, I wouldn't buy one from eBay. Don't feed into those scalpers and scammers.
Yeah, don't.
Well, they go out and buy all of them, and then
I know. Do you have? See if you can go to like a local gaming store or something and pay for it and get your name on one when it comes in. You know.
Yeah. Can't breathe right now. And that's why I bring her on the show.
That is why I'm here, because
not for knowledge.
I don't filter well.
She has no filter. Y'all, just for a minute, since we're getting close to the end of the podcast already, and I can't believe it, but it don't matter where we are. We can be at church. We can be at a family reunion. We can be at a
funeral.
I was about to say that. And that mouth just...
I wasn't wrong. You said what is the thing that makes you want to do it? That's an aphrodisiac. What's the point of an aphrodisiac?
Stop talking. Oh mate. Guys,
oh my gosh.
In the remaining 10 or so minutes left, y'all throw out your questions, your comments. Just Dom says Arcane are legends, and that is absolutely true. I cannot wait to hear what the new Arcane game is. I think I know what it is, but I can't wait for that to be announced. We're going to have a really big, and by the way, this was the other announcement coming out of the Xbox event. They said they're looking for a summer event for Bethesda. So we know we're not having a conventional E3. The bad news is we're not going to hear anything in June the way we normally do, because the person there, the second in command to Pete Hines there, said maybe later summer, but she was saying this summer they're going to have some kind of BE3 event. So we are going to have a BE3 just like we always have, but it's not going to be in June, guys. So if you get ready for E3 in June and we're going to hear everything.
What are all these hand motions you got going on today? You're like this and like this and like this.
That's another thing that they kind of crushed our spirits. It's going to be this summer. But with all that said, how exciting is this summer going to be when we hear, hopefully, about Starfield? We hear about the new Arcane game that I think I know about. It's really exciting to see the future of what's going on at Bethesda Game Studios and all of Bethesda Studios. There's a lot that you can play.
I cannot play that game.
Being unpredictable is better than being predictable. Just think of all the fun with the unknown. Yes, but it's also scary, Matt. Tango has made their living off making games that are unpredictable. And I don't like to play them because they make me hurt. Well, sometimes my darling wife makes me hurt because I cannot predict her. The new scoreboard is based around.
What you're so worried about
Canada.
I never say anything bad.
The new scoreboard is based around Canada, I believe, because of the maple leaf and the snow and the ice is leading towards what Fallout 5 might be. It's going to be in the north. That would be interesting. Would that be a Canadian? But by the way, cool. Just so y'all know, Canada. Canada and
you were thinking it, weren't you?
No.
Sure.
Canada and Mexico are part of the United States in the Fallout franchise because they were annexed during the the resource wars. So but that would be neat to see one up in the north. That would be really, really, really cool. Well, guys, we are getting down to the very
I have comments, Todd, that I'm going to filter, even though he thinks I can't.
We're getting to the last part of the podcast. So if you have any questions, any comments, any thoughts, anything you want us to cover, this has gone so fast. I didn't get to half of the news and stuff that I wanted to talk about, but there's been so much around that Xbox event and then what's coming up with Fallout 76. That's the main thing that I wanted to get to. Deborah says, I buy on eBay all the time. Just did today. Will again. You have to read the ad, use your head. If you're getting cheated, it's because most of you are not paying attention. No, I use eBay as well. I think what they're talking about specifically is just the Xbox.
They're just talking about scalpers.
Just buying the Xboxes up real quick and putting them on the eBay. No, eBay's.
I mean, I have friends that have done it. You know, they went and bought it for what, $500, and we're selling it for probably close to $15. I mean,
that's crazy.
So,
but no, I like eBay as a whole. My wife won't let me go on there because
I'm still waiting on my Bradford vintage Celestial Star off of eBay.
And you're going to be.
I know.
You're going
and next Christmas is going to come around and they're still going to hear me talking about that.
the star on top of her
vintage Celestial Star, and King is still going to be going, I've never heard about this.
Okay, she wants a star for the Christmas tree that costs $500.
It does not.
I looked it up. How much is it?
You have to watch them.
How much is the one on eBay?
I have seen them. Well, they start out at like $100, but then people buy them. They keep bidding and the price goes up. Did you honestly look at it?
I did.
Baby, that's so sweet.
By the way, real quick before we get off of here, if you haven't seen, go to my Twitter page. You can find
Russia person. I need a wooden rolling pin with the
Don't you love when you get interrupted?
What's that design called? Where like the deers are looking at each other and there's
just a second. Go to my Twitter page. If you do not know the 20 games that have been added to Game Pass, the Bethesda games, that list is on my Twitter page. Also, there are, I believe, 5 games that are getting a FTS boost by Xbox. 76 is one of them, by the way, on Game Pass. So you can go and see the list of those games as well. Okay. Now go ahead and talk about whatever crap you want to talk about.
What was I talking about?
I have no idea. That's all I got.
I'm just over here having a conversation in my own world.
Matt, yes, we talked about it earlier. One is an armor display. There's actually going to be an armor display on the scoreboard, and there's several other ones too, by the way, that we can talk about. But the armor display is what I'm most excited about. It looks just like the power armor displays from Fallout 70, from Fallout 4. By the way, that's on my Twitter page too. If y'all want any news from me, follow me on Twitter. Okay, that's where I try to post everything and repost what Bethesda's doing and all that. But it appears it's going to hold a mannequin in the middle of it, and then you can put your armor or outfits or whatever, and then hopefully power armor as well, because again, it looks just like the power armor stations from Fallout 4. Looks just like them. What about the open world RPG the ZOS is working on? Oh yes, the new ZeniMax Online Studios. There's a brand new game.
I knew what ZOS was. See how much I've learned.
That is that's going to be very interesting. So again, we're going to have a huge event this summer for Bethesda. Huge.
I tell you, huge. Sure.
Last question, King. Wanted to get your thoughts on Mr. Howard is against remakes. Do you think now that they have the Microsoft backing and they're interested in making money that they will make and do remasters? Yes, I think there is a much greater possibility of remakes coming from the Bethesda, and I'm not just talking about BGS, I'm talking about Bethesda as a whole, because now they have the backing and the means to do it. In fact, they can set aside a whole studio to do it, or they can buy up another studio to do it. So yes. I hope that is something that Phil Spencer wants and kind of pushes, because man, they could definitely make some money with Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Oblivion, Morrowind. There's all kinds of games that they could remaster. I would even like to see I would like to see a original Doom remaster. The original on
you would just software. Salivate, wouldn't you?
I would let them go all the way back.
Fernando wishes they would redo Morrowind as well.
Morrowind would be awesome to do. There are so many people, and y'all know this, there's so many people that haven't played. I cannot believe there's so many people that are Elder Scrolls fans that haven't played Oblivion. There's so many Fallout fans that haven't played Fallout 3, and I'm like, what are you doing? You got to go play it. And I understand going backwards in technology is hard sometimes. It's hard for me sometimes, as much as I like vintage games. Just a little tip: if you're going to try one of the older games, don't give up instantly. Don't go, oh, this is not. Give it a day or two playing it for you to get used to it before
you got to change gears.
You've got to change gears. You've totally got to get in that old school gear. I think Oblivion is still a great game, just like it sits.
I still love Miss Pac-Man.
Morrowind is a great game, just like it sits.
But it is Space Invaders.
It is definitely getting to look
and Missile Command. Oh my gosh!
And if they could fix the weapon play in Fallout 3, wow. Well, guys, we're at the end. If you just got in here at the last, we covered a lot of news at the first, so please go back and watch the podcast. Comment on it once it's up on YouTube. That helps the algorithm as well. Thank you for liking the video. That always helps. And thank y'all for the
Jersey
super
Dolphins.
chat.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Hey, it's not 100, but it certainly is 1 of 10. That's right. Thank you, Jersey Dolphins. That is awesome.
Ow, jerk.
So we have Johnny, Jersey Dolphins, and then we can do Todd like this because he gave 2 biggies today. But thank y'all so much for the super chats. They keep us going on YouTube.
Hey,
they honestly do.
Seriously, you guys, it doesn't matter if it's $1 or $100. Not to, but when you're giving of yourself to somebody else, it's thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for giving your time today.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Even though I was yawning, I'm going to go to bed as soon as we're off of here.
And saying terrible things.
I didn't say anything bad.
Why don't you apologize now to everybody?
Was I wrong?
No, I just said apologize.
Why?
I didn't say argue about it. I said apologize.
Was I wrong?
Just
is
say
that
I'm
not
sorry
what that is?
for anything I may have said that offended you. I'm gonna put a.
I'm sorry that you're offended.
Yeah, no, that's my line. I'm gonna put a disclaimer at the start of the KingCast.
I'm just messing with you guys. I'm just messing with y'all.
I'm gonna put a disclaimer at the first that says, "This podcast has the Queen with an unfiltered mouth. View at own discretion." How's that?
This is an unedited podcast.
This is an unedited
View
podcast.
at your own discretion.
Well, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the weekend.
We do love you guys.
We
Seriously.
do. Greatest.
Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Greatest subscribers on YouTube. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great rest of the weekend.
Wait.
And
if you haven't watched Yellowstone yet, oh my gosh.
Why are you giving recommendations of a TV show?
Because it's good.
How about KingFanMan's other videos?
You should definitely watch KingFanMan's other videos. But oh my goodness, go watch Yellowstone, y'all.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Bye guys.